This episode is sponsored by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro for free at RamseySolutions.com/invest. You're listening to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires, where we talk investing, retirement, building wealth, and outrageous generosity. Well, Rachel, we get a lot of questions about investing. The social media world, young people, all they want to hear is about how to build wealth, and it can be overwhelming.
Great.
It's great.
Great conversation to have.
But there's so much noise out there. It can be overwhelming. You can get sort of paralyzed, the paralysis analysis.
That's right.
And a lot of people end up doing nothing because they're scared of doing something, but doing it incorrectly. And so I want to set them free today with some teaching on this, on kind of the primer for building wealth. And research has shown that a lack of confidence in making these decisions, it's a primary reason why people don't invest. So we just need to bring them some literacy and some hope that it's way easier than they think. So here's what we're going to call it. Keep it simple, stupid. You ever heard of that? The KISS method?
KISS.
That's what they call it back in my day. So investing is a long game. You're not trying to time the market and buy single stocks. You don't need to be a prodigy. And everyone is a first-time investor the first time they invest.
That's right.
So it's okay. But before, there is a prerequisite. If you know the Ramsey plan, you've got to be in the right spot in the Ramsey baby steps. So we've got baby step 1, start our emergency fund. Baby step 2, paying off all the consumer debt. Baby step 3, fully funded emergency fund. Then comes baby step 4.
Investing. Yep.
Make sure you knock those first 3 out. Otherwise, it's going to be much harder to invest. You're going to add a lot of risk and stress into your life. But
and
once
even
you're
those,
there.
well, and even those who are investing now and still have consumer debt, when you're paying off debt, we would even say to pause investing too. So truly, those first 3 steps are just like one at a time. You're doing nothing else but those. But then you get to baby step 4 and you get to start investing.
It's fun. You start building for the future instead of paying for the past.
Yep, that's right.
So this is where it gets exciting.
Yeah. So the first thing to really think through is, what are your goals? What are you wanting to invest for? Are you investing for retirement, knowing I'm not going to see this till I'm 60 years old and I'm putting money away because I'm going to, I want to retire at 60 and be able to cash everything out and be great, or not cash everything out, but, live off those investments. Is it that you want to maybe open up an index fund or a mutual fund and put some money in month to month because you're looking out in the future and you're like, we'll probably be putting a down payment on a house maybe in 4 to 5 years. I don't know, but I want to be able to get to that money without penalty. So I'm doing that. Is it kids' college? Are you investing for kids' college in a 529? So again, mapping out why you're investing and kind of what those goals are will help really take a really broad subject and narrow it down for you to know what lane you're wanting to invest in.
And that why will keep you focused, an eye on the prize, instead of sort of getting a little starry-eyed or pulling your money out when you go, no, this is for this purpose.
Yeah, because just so you'll know, we define investing as 5 years or later, right? Or longer. That's investing for us. Savings is more short-term. You're saving for something in the next month to 3, 4 years. But when you're talking 5 years or more, that's where you're like, okay, we can start thinking about this investing
That's
idea.
because there's less risk for you to lose money in the short term versus long term. We know you're going to make it if you do it the right way. So the next step, once you've decided on your investing goals, you got to figure out how much you're going to invest. And your goals will determine this, but we recommend at baby step 4, putting away 15% of your gross household income into tax-advantaged retirement accounts. So simply put, this would be, I've got a Roth 401k at work. I'm going to put 15% of my income. My spouse will put 15% of their income. Together, that's 15% of household income.
Yes.
That's a question we get a lot. Wait, do I do 7.5 and she does?
Oh, yeah.
Nope, because 15% of yours and 15% of hers becomes 15% of ours, of the total. So that makes it real simple. I love that 15%. Don't overthink it. You don't need to do more at this point. You don't need to do any less. Keep it there and don't stop.
Yes. And then also understand your investing vehicles. So you were just saying that, George. So when you think about retirement, you guys do some research and figure out, okay, at my workplace, do they offer a 401k or a 403b? These are great investing vehicles to be in. Or is there even a Roth option within it? Because Roth means that it's after-tax dollars and the growth is tax-free when you take it out, which is huge. So if you ever see Roth, jump on that train.
Love that
That's
Roth.
A good one. Or maybe, you're doing a Roth IRA, which is another great place to put your money. A really simple investment, honestly.
And anyone can do that with earned income. So that's a good clarifying point. You're like, my employer doesn't have an IRA. that's outside of your employer.
That's right.
So 401k, 403b, those are employer retirement plans. The IRA, anyone can do if they have earned income.
It's up to $7,000 this year in 2024 that you can put in. So they limit it. But again, that's another one. And so you guys, you can sit down with somebody, a SmartVestor Pro or someone to open up, especially like something like a Roth or mutual funds or other things. But, you can also go to Vanguard and say, okay, looking into options. I mean, like there's ways to do this, but just know when you open up an account, which again, if you sit down with a professional, which we recommend, they're going to help you with this. You actually have to invest the money because that's a mistake people make. They open up these accounts and they may put money in the account, but then they don't go and take that and actually invest it.
You need to buy funds with it.
That's right. There's an extra step there. So just remember that.
It's just like a shell. You have a shell, but now you need to put some stuff in there to allow it to grow.
That's right.
So that's where it comes into choosing different types of investments. We've all heard of stocks and bonds. Our favorite of these is mutual funds or even index funds. The word fund is the key here. A fund is going to hold a giant basket of those stocks, which helps you diversify, and it doesn't put all of your eggs in one basket.
And we may be beating a dead horse, as they would say, George. But
I've never done that.
Again, we're getting very simple here with this, but we want you guys to know this. Yeah, George does. He loves horses. Don't ever sell the horse.
Alive or dead, I wouldn't touch one.
Oh my gosh. Is within these accounts, your 401k at work, a Roth IRA, you're investing in mutual funds within that account. So just to be clear on that.
Yes. And so the next step would be picking an investment strategy. And we've mentioned that good growth stock mutual funds, that's the way to go to invest for the long term, consistent growth. You're spreading that out among a lot of different companies. And even then, we recommend 4 different types of funds. And so we'll tell you more about that. I'll give you a great resource to check out. But the key here is diversification. That is why we do this.
That's right. And then next, that'll be opening the account, kind of what we were saying earlier. So you're going to go and talk to your employer at work, and then you're going to remember this formula, match beats Roth beats traditional. So remember that formula because that's going to help guide you to say, okay, what should I do first? So again, go up to your match in your 401k.
If there is one.
And so say it's 4%. Well, you have 15% you got to invest in. So you're going to put that. So that means you have 9% of your income left to invest. That's when you're going to go over to a Roth IRA, fund up to that.
11%.
If you max that out. Yes. Look, good Lord.
It's okay. The cookie is messing with her.
It's,
I told her
I get an Americano, I get a chocolate chip cookie, and I go downhill. That's right. So 11% left. Go to your Roth. And if you max it out and you have more percentages left, go back to your 401k. But the beautiful thing would be a Roth 401k.
That's what we have at Ramsey.
Yeah.
And so for a long time, that's what I was doing. It's just Roth
mostly
401k,
all of that.
all 15%. We've got good mutual fund options. That's the key. What should I do? All 15% of the 401k? Yeah, if you've got good options and low fees and it's a Roth, go for it.
Yes.
So it's simple. Match beats Roth beats traditional. And again, this is regardless of the employer match. You are doing 15%. You don't do less because your employer has a match or they give you free money. Even if they give you free 4%, you still do 15%.
Yeah, that's right.
So the next step, the final step here is working with a pro to start investing and to keep learning. Rachel and I both have a SmartVestor Pro in our corner, as we call them. And the key here is you want someone in your corner who can educate you, who has the heart of a teacher, who can maybe help you avoid jumping off the ledge when the market's crazy, help you understand the trends that are happening, and give you a full plan, not just with choosing a fund, but what about estate planning and tax strategy and kids' college and making sure you have a holistic plan?
Yeah, because in our world today, there's some stuff, Vanguard's a great example that you can do on your own, right? Very much so. But even if you do that, you guys, having somebody in your corner, and this is what Winston and I do, we meet every January with ours to look at everything. They're looking at your entire financial life. And so I think that's so, so important that you're not doing this on your own, because if you're making big decisions, to have somebody that's, from the tax standpoint, all of it, just they're seeing your entire financial picture, I think is really, really important.
Get that third party in there. So if you want to learn more, we've got a great article that we'll put in the show notes in the description that explains it all. It's called How to Start Investing, and it's on the Ramsey Solutions site. So go to the show notes, click the link in the description, and it's all free. We just want to help you guys build wealth with peace and confidence.
I'm going to go drink more coffee, George.
She needs it. Thanks for tuning in to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. To learn more about how to plan for retirement, visit RamseySolutions.com/retire or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.